What's going on, boys? We got Noah here. He finished X2 on the bubble. We feel bad for the boy.
Ended up 45th after Swiss. Unfortunately, didn't make it. Going into the event, I knew that fully that my deck could beat every deck except Rescue Ace, and I played against 4, and I beat 2 of them. But unfortunately, I just couldn't beat them all.
What deck did you play?
Played Vanquish Soul.
Are you still happy with your choice?
I am. Yeah, I'm still happy with my choice. Like I said, we played a ton of testing, and after like 24 straight hours of testing against that deck, I got it to 70-30. Yeah, it was just, I was hoping for the variance. The variance didn't pull through. So to start the deck off, we played 3/3 fires, 3/2 darks, and then 1/1 earth. This is obviously like your starters. I only played 2 because it doesn't really do anything going first. Like to search the spell or trap, it doesn't progress your plays. It's just like something that you want to search, like in the combo. And then 3 of these because it's the dark that you always want to have to like dodge Imperm Veiler, things of that nature, and especially against Rescue Ace. Whenever they attempt to interact with you, it helps to have that dodge. And then 1/1 because this one doesn't really do anything, you only need 1 of it. And I'd opt for 1 of these because it was spacious use, and this is what I ended up with. I think moving forward, 2 would have been fine. There were situations where this was getting banished by SP Little Knight and I couldn't dodge it, and I missed it. But other than that, that's the Vanquish Soul main deck monsters. Kashatira, Vanquish Soul, Fenrir, and Riceheart. This is basically a Vanquish Soul monster. It's guarantees an earth in hand or a fire to help with like progression with your cards. They're just insane. Like this card's obviously nuts, but the fact that it also helps with that, and against Tier and Unchained, when you start with this and add this, and you get to do your line, you get to special summon this and end on Dweller still. So it's just cracked. And then hand traps.
A lot of them.
This is what brought the matchup to a more reasonable thing. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 hand traps in the main deck. I was originally playing 3 Crow, and I wasn't playing these. And again, in the Rescue Ace matchup, if you're able to get these, it helps when you're to progress through their board. And this one adds Caesar, which is really good. And then this is also something else that you have the ability, like you can end on IP, and when you get established this, it helps to out 2 cards, which just came up a couple of times. Draw was fantastic. This was another equalizer, again in the Rescue Ace matchup. It was either this or Nibiru in the main deck. And this just came up more to be a better interactive card in the matchups. And then this card was fantastic because obviously it's an earth for the reveals, and then it negated the Dia Belstar wanted. It negates wanted, which is crazy. It negated 1 million wanteds this weekend. And it's crazy against the other graveyard decks such as Unchained and Tier. And then like, oh my god, I played against 0 Tier. Come on, man. Played against 4 Pearly though, and it was pretty sweet. And then Ash is this amazing staple. And then Imperm worked out phenomenally. I originally wasn't playing it because, and I played Veiler instead because I wanted a hand trap that I could draw off of Heavy Borger in the draw phase that had the potential to interact with my opponent. But there were literally games where I opened just this and it passed the turn. It was great. It was like Pearly, spell in the draw phase, summon the black one effect, I imperm it. They're like, huh, that's pretty good. Last of the spells for the deck are 3-pot, triple Stake Your Soul, and then these. I didn't play Durandal because it doesn't feel that great, personally. It came up a couple times where I didn't have Raisin, but a couple of times where it happened against Rescue Ace, funny enough. In testing, I go Durandal, target their monster, and then they go Little Knight, banish him, and I'm like, great. That happened a couple of times where that was my only starter and I just passed, so I ended up just not playing it because of a small interaction. But pots were great. Stake Your Soul was awesome. Did some cool stuff. And then these were fantastic. This card, going first in the Rescue Ace matchup, you like can never search this card. You always have to have this one because this is like the bane of their existence. Like this, getting a book on this for 2, even potentially 3 if you like heavy burger set into another Xiaolong. It's very powerful. And then I didn't play the Snow Devil because in testing it didn't really work out that great. So I opted against it. 3 rock the Vanquisher. 3 came up a couple of times, but ultimately it came down to just banish for prosperity. I think moving forward, if I choose to play this deck, I'll probably cut 1 for another interactive card in the extra deck. I played SP or IP, SP, Hita, and Phoenix. Everything came up. There's hands where you were establishing this, where you got extra extenders. This card was summoned all the time. This card's crazy. This came up against Rescue Ace. It's supposed to remain. And there were also hands where I was drolled, where I would like, I'm cracking, and ashed. I'd bring like Ash Blossom and then I'd make Baron. I summoned Baron 4 times. It was awesome.
Oh.
I loved Baron. But I also bricked a lot, so I went summon, effect add, and then normal summon Bell, made Baron. But this, I'm really happy I played it. It was very good. But that's all the links. And then I played these 2. I played Stake Your Soul in the side deck, that's why that's there. Stake Your Soul was okay. I only resolved it twice, but both times it helped the time. And then these were my fusions for Stake Your Soul.
Ultimate Slayer?
Or Ultimate Slayer, yeah, sorry, thank you. And then this is where it might have been a misstep. These were my Xyz. I did not play the format Zeus package. It only came up once, but God almighty if I would have had it. It's basically, other than that, that was it. Like this was fantastic. This would have been fantastic if I played against a graveyard deck. This was sick. This is how I won my last round of the tournament. This is really good against the Link 5 for Dragon Link. And it basically breaks the board by itself. And then Zeus is just mandatory. Zeus is sweet. I played 3 anti-spell. I anti-spelled 8 people. 8 different people in total. Just about every game 2 that I lost, or game 3. And I saw it and it was amazing. Ultimate Slayer was great. Thrust was very good. Thrust into Stake Your Soul is like some MVP shit, man. It's insane. Like that card helps you so far along. And then I decided to Tactics. I think one of them should have been in the main deck. I think that was also another misstep. And then Harpies and Lightning Storm. I considered these in the main deck because of how terrible the matchup was. But it would be another thing that contributes to bricks. Also, you don't want it as like your 7th card drawn off like heavy border on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't. I played 1 more Drew Swarm on the side because it's really good against Unchained and Tier. And then I sided the Nibs to have even more hand traps against Rescuers.
Well, proud of you, Noah. I know the bubble sucks.
Bubble sucks so bad.
Richmond's next.
Yep.
You got any shout-outs?
Yes, I have shout-outs. Shout out to Trevor. I played like almost 20 hours with Trevor testing this deck against Rescue Ace matchup, and it was really hard. Shout out to Trey. Trey's my dog. Shout out to Bo. Bo's also my dog. He loaned me some cards. Shout out to Logan and Dylan. 1st after Swiss and 12th after Swiss. They're gonna take it home for us to the Goo House. Shout out to CM Games, our sponsor. They're here at the YCS. They got to cheer us on. Unfortunately, I didn't get to top 4 them, but our other boys did, so it's okay. Shout out to Goo Gaming.